Hello, welcome to another Joyful Gym with Audrey Joy. One of my favorite things about the Christmas season is putting up the Christmas tree. I think this is true for many, but my reasons may be a little bit different than most. You see, my tree ornaments, are the story of my life. Somewhere in our childhood, Mom started giving us an ornament every year. It typically represented something we had done that year or that we were interested in, and some are just nice to look at. Either way, I treasure each one. I have been blessed to travel a lot in my life, and often I try to buy an ornament that represents the trip to add to my tree. For example, you will find many from Florida in my collection. They represent the multiple Christmases that we've spent with Steve's family in Florida, but there's one special one that is a Mickey Mouse. And that represents the year that we went to Florida for Christmas, we went to Disney with his family, and then we managed to feed about 20 of his family in our rented Orlando condo. Then there's the one of Santa surfing. Well, that's from when we celebrated our 10th wedding anniversary, Christmas in Hawaii, and Steve decided to try to surf again. Now let's understand that he was twice the man at the time that he had been when he had previously surfed, and it really didn't go well. But he didn't get hurt, and it made for a great memory. There's the simple teal-green ball with pearls and decorations glued on it. My mother made this during the farm crisis in the late 80s when money was really tight for my parents. The box that she gave it to me in was also used, and on it there's a label that reads, "To Audrey, made with love, Mom." It reminds me the simplest gifts don't have to cost a lot of money, and we just figure out how to get through and make do when times are tough. In recent years, Mom has given me replicas of childhood toys. There's of course the See and Say, the vacuum cleaner popper, the rotary phone, and naturally the 45 record player that actually does play the little tiny records that are in it. There's the blonde girl riding the John Deere tractor. This reminds me of the toy tractor that we had and rode in the yard as children. Of course, my middle name is Joy, and there are several ornaments that simply say Joy. The most hideous has my high school sophomore picture in it, and I keep it to remind myself that all of us, most of us, have an ugly duckling stage, and many of us grow out of it to become beautiful swans. Speaking of ducks, there's a gorgeous first edition Christopher Radko Aflac duck that celebrates 50 years of Aflac as a company. This has been our livelihood since almost the beginning of our marriage, so it's only fitting we have Aflac on the tree. Then there's the wedding ornament that says 1999. That's the year we got married. And yes, we're celebrating 25 years of marriage this December. There are Florida Gator, Denver Bronco, Nebraska Husker ornaments, and one single Tampa Bay Buck ornament. Then there's the running Santa with 82 on his chest. Now, I was an avid runner in high school and into college, but I graduated from high school in 1982. There are so many saxophones I've played since I was in the 6th grade. Then there's the little kitty cat in a sneaker to remind me of the 4-H talk that I gave at demonstration days on the history of the sneaker. And an ornament of Lady Liberty to remind me of the skit I wrote and performed in the Miss Huron pageant in my college years. There's the nativity set, naturally, to remind me of the reason for the season, and ornaments from Japan that represent the year I was an exchange student to Japan in high school. I was 16 years of age. There's the ornament made out of milkweed seed pod that my grandmother, my dad's mom, made for one of Dad's cousins. Cousin Grace was living in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and in 1946, Gran sent her that ornament along with a little bit of a spruce tree so that she wouldn't be too homesick for her native South Dakota. I have a brooch that Granny, my maternal grandmother, always wore on her winter coat. It is now hanging on my tree. It's a wonderful memory of her as she passed away in 2000. Each year when I decorate my tree, I remember all of the stories that go with the ornaments. I turned 60 this year, and these ornaments represent my life thus far and the memories that have been made. Decorating the tree for me is a celebration of God's many blessings and a beautiful walk down memory lane. If you found joy in this gem, share it with a friend and follow me on my Facebook page, This Is For Me. If you're not already a Joyful Gem subscriber, you can change that. Log into my website, thisisforme.com, and subscribe there, or hey, just email me, audreyjoy@thisisforme.com. Be joyful.